It looked like a professional conference, but it was just another week on High Point University's campus. In the span of just a few days, HPU students learned from an accomplished patent attorney, a renowned author, radio host, and speaker, and a strategic communications expert. Students will file into this room for a presentation with JiNan George, our intellectual property expert in residence, and they will learn about the importance of putting their ideas into practice. Global leaders love mentoring High Point University students. That's why HPU's Access to Innovators program brings more than 24 industry leaders to campus regularly.
I have been blown away by the questions that the students have asked and all of the eagerness and the interest in people improving themselves and really choosing to be extraordinary. It's just a wonderful experience, and I'm just so blessed to be here.
It has been a whirlwind, but it's been wonderful to be able to hear the students say so many wonderful things about the impact it had. And also, in the middle of my speech this morning, they started clapping and they started ripping and roaring. So that was exciting. So I'm excited about being here for this wonderful and powerful day.
JiNan Glasgow George is HPU's intellectual property expert in residence. She spoke to entrepreneurship students about turning ideas into reality and to game design students about intellectual copyright.
Intellectual property assets often contribute more to the valuation in technology and scientific companies, consumer products companies, than the revenue and profit alone. They have a multiplying effect. One of the amazing things about working with High Point University is my office hours. So students can schedule 30 minutes to ask questions of an intellectual property lawyer. To my knowledge, this isn't being offered at any other university. Many of the students have patent question, trademark question, even how to contract with other people to start their businesses.
Willie Jolley inspires people around the world to embrace a winning attitude through his books, radio programs, and speeches. He challenged HPU students to change their thinking in order to change their future.
Yeah, my presentation today was for a setback is a setup for a comeback, taken from my book of the same title. And I spoke to the business students about the fact that as you go through life and go through business, you're going to have setbacks, but don't let the setbacks stop you.
Jolley was also interviewed by HPU student Gabrielle Tita for the HPU's Access to Innovators podcast. Chris Ullman, HPU's strategic communications expert in residence, shared with students 10 lessons he's learned from business leaders throughout his career. Students who participated in these unique events and workshops appreciated the opportunity to learn from leaders all over the globe right here on HPU's campus. These moments of mentorship are just a few examples of many others. More global leaders, including Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak and Netflix co-founder Mark Randolph, will come to campus to coach students this year. And that's one of the many reasons High Point University is the
premier life skills university.
For HPU News, I'm Anna Turning.